Hey there, passionate Bears fan. Before we dive in, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Bears News Fan Report channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a hot update from our team. Let's go on this journey together because, my friend, the Chicago Bears are taking off. What if everything we thought about the Bears was wrong, and the real plan was to quietly dominate the NFC? That's the question keeping fans and analysts up at night. While some teams are making noise, the Chicago Bears might be silently crafting the most dangerous team in the conference. And no, that's not an exaggeration. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 moves that can not only change the direction of the franchise, but rewrite the story of the upcoming season. Few expected it, but he made an official visit to Hallis Hall. Coincidence? Not a chance. The RB from North Carolina is a 221-pound tank with the burst of sprinter. He'd be the perfect piece for Ben Johnson's creative mind. The comparison? A turbocharged David Montgomery. Faster, stronger. But not everything shines. His hands are unreliable in the passing game, and his pocket protection is raw. But do you think Poles cares about that? Or does he already have a plan with Roscoe Johnson and Travis Homer backing him up? And there's more, the Cowboys are watching. What if that visit was just a bluff to trigger a trade and gain more picks? Pure chess? With the Dolphins open to trade talks, Jalen Ramsey could be the commander our secondary is missing. The fit with Jalen Johnson would be perfect. And even at 30 years old, he's still elite. Some fans think it's risky. I see it as a golden opportunity. Remember when Mac arrived in 2018? That same impact could happen again. And with Caleb Williams still on his rookie contract, this is the moment. But you want a real bombshell. Here it is, TJ Watt. Yep, rumors are flying about a historic trade involving 3 draft picks. The price is steep. Very steep. But imagine him alongside Sweat and Odanjabo. That would be the scariest line in the NFC. Watt isn't just about sacks. He changes games, demands respect, and turns defenses into fortresses. The question is it worth the risk? Or are we going all in too soon? While fans debate online, one thing is becoming clear. Ryan Poles isn't just building a team, he might be shaping a dynasty. And before we wrap up, here's one more, Kyle Pitts. The phenomenal tight end might be available. And with Ben Johnson pulling the strings, this offense could become simply unstoppable. So let me ask you, do you believe the Bears are quietly building an empire or just feeding summer dreams? Comment below, subscribe to the Bears News Fan Report, and hit the bell, because if there's one thing we know, the next bombshell could drop any minute. And we'll be here to tell you all about it. The city is buzzing, and Bears fans have every reason to dream big. With the draft approaching, GM Ryan Poles seems to be orchestrating one of the most electrifying off-seasons in the NFL, with big names on the radar and a complete transformation taking place at Hallis Hall. Could the Bears be the new NFC favorites? Behind the scenes, 3 possible moves have stirred the landscape and could change Chicago's destiny in 2025. A bold draft pick, a blockbuster defensive star trade, and a surprise name that could ignite the offense. The name of the moment in Chicago is Omarion Hampton, a running back from North Carolina, who officially visited the Bears' facilities this week. According to Clay Harbor of the Chicago Sports Network, Hampton might be the team's surprise pick for the 10th overall selection in the draft. At 221 pounds with a 4.46-second 40-yard dash, he combines brute force and explosiveness, traits that Coach Ben Johnson values in his hybrid zone gap schemes. At North Carolina, he racked up 3,565 yards and 36 touchdowns, showing durability and productivity. Despite his limitations as a blocker and receiver, Hampton could be the ideal complement to Roscoe Johnson and give the franchise a new David Montgomery, only faster. A bombshell has rocked the NFL behind the scenes. Jalen Ramsey, a 7-time Pro Bowl cornerback, might be on his way to Chicago. Ian Rappaport revealed that the Miami Dolphins are open to trading him to ease their 2025 salary cap, and the Bears are emerging as frontrunners. At 30, Ramsey is still productive. Last season, he allowed only 546 yards and 2 touchdowns, even with a weak defense around him. In Chicago, alongside Montez Sweat and Jalen Johnson, he could form one of the most dangerous secondaries in the league. The price? Not as steep as it sounds. Miami has already paid part of the contract, and the Bears have the financial room to make it work. With Caleb Williams still on a rookie deal, now is the time to make bold moves. But the most jaw-dropping rumor comes from Pittsburgh. A potential trade involving superstar TJ Watt has exploded on social media. According to Kurt Benkert of Bleacher Report, the Bears are considering offering 3 draft picks, including the 10th overall in 2025 to acquire the Steelers' pass rusher. With 19 sacks in 2023, Watt is a wrecking machine. His arrival would create an elite trio with Montez Sweat and DeForest Buckner or Odanjabo, turning Chicago's defensive line into a quarterback's nightmare. The cost is high, and Watt's contract would require a new deal around $40 million per year. But if Ryan Poles believes he's the final piece, now is the time to strike. As if all that wasn't enough, Kyle Pitts, the talented Falcons tight end, is now on the Bears' radar. Drafted in the top 5 in 2021, Pitts has been underused in Atlanta and might be available via trade. In Chicago, alongside Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen, he could become the offensive X-factor no one saw coming. With so many rumors and possibilities, fans are divided. Some see a bold and necessary plan to fight for a Super Bowl. Others urge caution and fear the high cost in picks and salaries. But one thing is certain, the Chicago Bears are back in the NFL spotlight, and the city is breathing a new kind of hope. Now it's your turn. Which of these moves do you most want to see happen? Hampton, Ramsey, TJ Watt, or Kyle Pitts? Could 2025 finally be the Bears' year? While rumors flood the internet, inside the Bears' facilities there's a strategic silence. Ryan Poles is avoiding public statements. Ben Johnson is focused on preseason training, and Caleb Williams, already acting like a leader, is impressing everyone with his maturity. Sources close to the team report a strong sense of confidence in the project. Something big is coming, said an NFC North scout anonymously. Chicago is tired of being a joke. Now it's war. Ben Johnson, the new head coach, has also been a key figure in this new chapter. Known for his creative and aggressive offensive mind, he's already shown signs that he wants an explosive offense and a dominant defense, exactly the style that fits names like Kyle Pitts and TJ Watt. The city is buzzing, and Bears fans have every reason to dream big. With the draft approaching, General Manager Ryan Poles seems to be orchestrating one of the most exciting off-seasons in the NFL, with big names on the radar and a total transformation underway at Hallis Hall. Could the Bears be the new NFC favorites? Behind the scenes, 3 potential moves have shaken up the scene and could change Chicago's fate in 2025. A bold pick in the draft, a blockbuster trade for a defensive star, and a name no one expected but could ignite the offense. The name of the moment in Chicago is Omarion Hampton, running back from North Carolina, who visited the Bears' facilities officially this week. According to Clay Harbor from Chicago Sports Network, Hampton could be the surprise pick for the 10th overall selection in the draft. Weighing 221 pounds and running a 4.46-second 40-yard dash, the player combines power and explosiveness, qualities that offensive coordinator Ben Johnson values in his hybrid schemes, mixing zone and gap blocking. At North Carolina, he accumulated 3,565 yards and 36 touchdowns, demonstrating durability and productivity. Despite limitations as a blocker and receiver, Hampton could be the perfect complement to Roscoe Johnson, giving the team a new David Montgomery, but faster. A bombshell dropped behind the NFL scenes. Jalen Ramsey, a 7-time Pro Bowl cornerback, could be heading to Chicago. Ian Rappaport revealed that the Miami Dolphins are willing to trade him to ease the salary cap for 2025, and the Bears are the favorites in the race. At 30 years old, Ramsey is still productive. Last season, he allowed only 546 yards and 2 touchdowns, even with a struggling defense around him. In Chicago, alongside Montez Sweat and Jalen Johnson, he could form one of the most dangerous secondaries in the league. The price? Not as steep as it seems. Miami has already paid part of his contract, and the Bears have room to maneuver financially. With a window of opportunity for Caleb Williams under his rookie contract, now is the time to be bold. But the most impressive rumor comes from Pittsburgh. A possible trade involving star TJ Watt dropped like a bomb on social media. According to Kurt Benkert from Bleacher Report, the Bears are considering offering 3 draft picks, including the 10th overall pick in 2025 to acquire the Steelers' pass rusher. With 19 sacks in 2023, Watt is a wrecking machine. His arrival would form an elite trio with Montez Sweat and DeForest Buckner or Odenigbo, making Chicago's defensive line a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. The cost is high, and Watt's contract would require renegotiation with values around $40 million per year. But if Ryan Poles believes this is the missing piece, now is the moment to take the risk. As if that wasn't enough, Kyle Pitts, the talented tight end for the Falcons, also entered the Bears' radar. Drafted in the top 5 in 2021, Pitts has been underused in Atlanta and could be available via trade. In Chicago, alongside Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen, he could become the offensive weapon no one expects. With so many rumors and possibilities, fans are divided. Some see it as a bold and necessary plan to compete for the Super Bowl. Others call for caution and fear the high price in picks and salaries. But one thing is certain, the Chicago Bears are back at the center of the NFL's attention, and the city is filled with a new sense of hope. Now the question is for you. Which of these moves would you like to see materialize the most? Hampton, Ramsey, TJ Watt, or Kyle Pitts? Do you think 2025 is finally the Bears' year? While rumors dominate the internet, there's a strategic silence within the Bears' facilities. Ryan Poles avoids public statements. Ben Johnson focuses on preseason training, and Caleb Williams, already assuming a leadership role, continues to impress with his mature attitude. Sources close to the team report that the mood is one of complete confidence in the project. Something big is coming, said an NFC North scout, speaking anonymously. Chicago is tired of being the joke. Now it's war. Ben Johnson, the new head coach, has also been a key piece in this new chapter. Known for his creative and aggressive offensive mind, he's already signaled that he wants an explosive offense and a dominant defense, exactly the style that fits players like Kyle Pitts and TJ Watt. The Bears' moves have not gone unnoticed by their division rivals. The Green Bay Packers, still led by Jordan Love, know that Chicago finally has a solid foundation to compete. Meanwhile, the Detroit Lions, the current division champions, consider the Bears as the most improved team since the end of last season. If Ramsey and Watt truly arrive, the balance of the NFC North could change entirely. And more, with an offense led by Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, or Kyle Pitts, and Omarion Hampton, the Bears would become one of the most unpredictable offenses in the NFL. The most crucial factor in all of this strategy seems to be Caleb Williams' rookie contract. With a promising quarterback still earning a rookie salary, the Bears have a rare opportunity to build a team with star players in other positions, something teams like the Eagles and Bengals have done successfully in recent years. This would explain the front office's aggressiveness in targeting names like Jalen Ramsey and TJ Watt, even if the price is steep. The thinking seems clear. If we're going to try to win, the time is now. The draft is approaching, and Bears fans already know anything can happen. The 10th overall pick is in play for several teams, and rumors suggest Poles might trade down, accumulate more picks, and still bring in immediate impact players. In the meantime, eyes are also on Chase Claypool's situation, Darnell Mooney, now in Atlanta, and the open spots on the offensive roster. The arrival of a new running back like Hampton and a tight end like Pitts could redefine the offensive style and completely change how Chicago plays. On social media, the excitement is palpable. "We're coming back, and it's no joke," posted one fan on X, formerly Twitter. Another compared the current project to the legendary 1985 team. Just need the defense to become a wall. The offense is coming. For a franchise marked by decades of offensive frustration and questionable decisions, the turnaround finally seems near. And you, fan, among all these possible bombshells, which one would have the biggest impact for the Bears? Is it worth paying a high price for TJ Watt? Or is betting on Hampton and Pitts, young players with potential, the smarter move? The window is open, and the beast may be awakening in Chicago.